What's happening with the La Palma volcano? It's erupting, of course. Magma is recharging underneath. 50 earthquakes rocked the Canary Island in the past day. And we'll take a look at what Volcano Discovery latest update says. But these powerful earthquakes, we had a 4.5 yesterday, 3.7 today, across the Canary Island of La Palma, may be evidence of magma recharging the Cumbre Vieja volcano, from what geologists are telling us. More than 50 earthquakes, including the 4.5 tremor, rocked the island in the past 24 hours. And geologists report the volcanic activity is not expected to see any decrease anytime soon. It may still pick up in the coming days. La Palma is recharging its magma, it's inflating, now heading into the 26th day of the Cumbre Vieja volcano eruption that began on September 19. And the volcano is steadily belching lava and ash. Lava and ash, smoke into the sky over the island. And people are trying to clear up this terrible black ash that's feet in depth. It's estimated the volcano is presently releasing some 17,000 tons of sulfur dioxide a day, that is. Now, before scientists consider the eruption to be waning, they expect to only see about 1,000 tons of toxic gas escaping the volcano. So that's not anytime soon. The National Geographic Institute of Canary Islands detected a total of 55 earthquakes in the volcano vicinity, and that indicated active deep below the surface. Now, before the eruption, the geologists said that there was an earthquake swarm that preceded this eruption. Intense earthquakes are not guaranteed warning signs of imminent eruptions, but cannot be discounted either. According to USGS, the U.S. Geological Survey, there are many volcanic processes that can trigger a wide range of seismic activity. Finally, support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below. And let's keep in mind that this is an area where, to the east, in the Hellenic Arc under Greece, we have tremendous amounts of big earthquakes going on. One of them was 6.5 around Crete, all summer long, all year long, around the volcanoes of Nisyros. And all these islands there have magma underneath. That's why they all have hot spring baths since antiquity, because there's magma heating up those waters there. So that whole area of the Mediterranean, and we have, of course, the volcanoes in Italy as well, that whole area seems to be somehow being refilling and being active. So this is not a surprise here. La Palma is just to the east of Gibraltar. It's on the west coast of Africa in the Atlantic. So USGS said most volcano-related earthquakes are too small to feel, generally quite small. They can also occur in swarms consisting of dozens to hundreds of events. Most swarms usually do not lead to eruptions, they said, but most eruptions are preceded by earthquake swarms. So scientists are paying close attention to the seismic activity around active volcanoes. The movement of magma underground is, of course, one of the mechanisms that can trigger seismic activity. And also scientists propose the seismicity could be caused by the ground readjusting around the Cumbre Vieja La Palma volcano emptied magma chamber. There's no imminent evidence of an explosive eruption. Cumbre Vieja's lava flows remain the biggest threat to the island. Now, since the eruption began, the volcano covered some 680 hectares of land with molten rock with the lava, and is flowing into the sea, according to observations by European Union Copernicus satellite. And the flows destroyed more than 1,500 buildings. It also forced, of course, the evacuations of thousands of people. No one has been injured by this, thank goodness. So the video shared by Volcanology Institute of the Canary Islands in Vulcan shows the red-hot lava gushing out of the volcano's main cone. There are presently 3 lava flows which have forced local emergency services to evacuate neighborhoods in the municipality of Los Llanos de Aridane, and the lava flow on the volcano's northern flank forced the evacuation of 800 people from La Laguna neighborhood on Tuesday. The Cumbre Vieja eruption in La Palma, first volcanic eruption since Tenerife volcano erupted in 1971, and there have been no reports of deaths so far. This is according to Express UK and Sebastian Kentley, but let's go to the volcano discovery and what it says there. The seismic volcanic crisis intensifying. During the past 24 hours, earthquakes continued to pick up in both numbers and strength. The largest so far was magnitude 3.8 at 10 kilometers depth, initially reported even as magnitude 4, but later revised. And so far, 5 quakes during the past 24 hours were recorded with magnitudes of 3 or higher. And all of these were felt, of course, by the locals. The increase in seismic activity is what they say is a likely sign that magma continues to intrude and push its way into deeper rock layers, thus causing these earthquakes. Another worrying trend is the general tendency of quakes getting shallower, and altogether the likelihood of new volcanic eruption continues to increase. So these earthquakes are becoming shallower. That is there a threat of some kind of a mega tsunami from here? Unfortunately, some media outlets picking up on the potential could be caused by the eruption of La Palma and devastate even the U.S. East Coast. This certainly is a potential, but it's the worst case potential. So the least likely scenario by all known geological evidence. And the current chance of a giant landslide, also from La Palma, is extremely slim, even should La Palma erupt in the near future. Nearly all volcanic ocean islands suffer massive collapse events from time to time, that is, the landslides. So La Palma is no exception. About 560,000 years ago, it had lost a large portion of its southwest flank during an event referred to by geologists as the Cumbre Nueva landslide. That, of course, the west flank is towards the West Atlantic, facing the east coast of America. So one of the largest known of its kind. It was estimated that major landslide events at La Palma occurred every 100,000 years or so, and there is no evidence that the island's edifice is gravitationally unstable right now. Globally, major island slope failure events that can trigger catastrophic size tsunamis probably occur once every 10,000 years or more, and during the known history of mankind, no such event is known to have been witnessed, they say. So unfortunately, the official website of the National Geographic Institute, IGN, is difficult to access to review the latest data, most likely from the traffic overload. Now, the La Palma volcano status, it's a shield volcano, 2,426 meters, owned by Spain. The Canary Islands are owned by Spain. They're all volcanic islands. The current status is erupting red, is 4 out of 5. And the La Palma volcano eruptions were, now is for, of course, September ongoing, 2021, 1971, 1949, 1712, 1677 to 1678, 1646 and 1585. And the eruption, typical eruption style is effusive. Now, according to Wikipedia, there's only about 86,000 people living on that island. And this is the location of it, right here, La Palma, off the west coast of Africa, as we can see. And that's the aerial view of it. You can see a beautiful crater right there. And there's also it's a very beautiful tourist hotspot because the weather is very beautiful all year round. And I didn't know, but there's quite a few number of telescopes there. William Herschel telescope, right here on La Palma. Nordic optical telescope, Swedish solar telescope, Institute of Solar Physics, Dutch Open Telescope, Carlsberg Meridian Telescope, Mercator Telescope, Liverpool Telescope, Grand Telescopio Canarias. And you can see all these telescopes up there. Cherenkov telescope array planned for construction starting this year. So I didn't know that. It's because obviously they have telescopes here because the sky is so clear. And let's see, list of volcanoes in Spain. Obviously the Canary Islands are all volcanic. El Hierro is the one that is also new concerning in relation to La Palma. West of the Canary Islands. This is it right here. Okay, so that whole area, of course, is, look at that, that's the cone of it. Aerial view of El Hierro right there. So that's some of the history of, the eruptions of the Canary Islands. Tenerife erupted when? It's 1798. Tenerife in 1909 again. El Hierro erupted in 2011. And of course, La Palma erupting now. It goes all the way back to the year 1430. La Palma, Tenerife. La Palma, Tenerife. Tenerife. Okay, so I'll leave links below for you for this. Thank you for your support, and please leave your comments. Thank you.